Hello and welcome back to the 2017 GSAC Finals. My name is Ben, and still with me is Andrew. How you doing, Andrew?
Good, thanks. I'm excited for another round of play here.
Yep. Let's get right into it. Let's get a final ready check from both players.
I guess I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, you can begin in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and they are off.
Off to the races.
Ready?
So this game is called Clockworks, and it is a puzzle game. And in fact, it's the hardest puzzle game that we have ever done. It's the hardest game in the entire tournament, I think. So this is going to be quite a challenge. I have instructed both these players that we're playing level easy on the tutorial, so hopefully they don't mess that up. I think they've both done it correctly.
Yep. They both got in. Pretty close.
So
only 4 or 5 seconds behind each other.
So as you can tell, this game is totally bonkers, and it took me probably maybe 3 minutes to really figure out exactly what I was even doing or where I was on the screen. You're controlling the human, and basically when his head touches another one of the circles or the spheres, if you press an input, he'll go there.
Brody's got it.
Yeah.
It's like Galen caught him pretty quick too. Yeah, this is definitely a weird looking one. I'm assuming getting hit by the arrows is a bad thing.
Yes, getting hit by the arrows is bad, and the weirdest thing, though, so you have actually 2 buttons that let you go in between these spheres. One, if you're going clockwise, when you get to the other sphere, you'll automatically start going clockwise, but if you use the other input, you'll go counterclockwise, which is really difficult to use correctly.
Yeah, keep spinning the same way or spin the opposite way when you hit it.
It's really difficult to use, and yeah, this is going to be a hard one. Let me tell you, I struggled with this for a long time. And by the way, our player's goal was to beat level 7, which once again I never beat, but I gave it to them as an extra challenge. Fortunately, there's no game overs, I believe. There might be. I don't really remember.
No, they're tied in number of lives they've spent just now. Galen just lost his 8th. And they're both on 7th.
The key really is understanding which way you're going to move when you move, and that is hard to do. Because if you're going clockwise and then you're going to something to the right of you, if you hit the going clockwise button, you'll actually start going like up from there instead of down. It's very confusing, let me tell you. It's never what you want.
Game I would have gotten stuck on the first level and just cried myself to sleep.
It really reminds me of another game, the one Chan and Wes actually played, called Binary Land, which the inputs were sort of like reversed. It's kind of like that, but I think it's even more challenging because even if you think you know where it's going, a lot of the times, depending on what direction you're going from in the beginning, it can be opposite. So it's like
it's just a non-intuitive form of movement. You know, we don't typically in video games we're not concerned with rotational dynamic, like knowing which way you're turning and which way you're going to be turning when you touch the next surface is not as common as just left, right, up, down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely trippy to the brain to try and rewire and think, okay, this means that, this means that.
And then depending on the red arrows, you know, you might need to go in a different direction at the last moment, and you have to get that input correct or you're dead, you know. So, and even if you get it, maybe that kind of caught you off guard and now you're about to run into something else. So it's like, it's super challenging and confusing. Which is why I kept it for last.
Galen's being much more cautious with his lives, but I don't know if that's going to pay off for him in the long run.
We'll see where Brody goes when he dies, probably twice more. But you might start from the beginning. I'm not positive. By the way, I completely forgot about this, but if you see the red spheres, that's allowing the red arrows to go between them. So the arrows themselves move along the level. Brody's very close here. I do believe that the blue arrow kills you.
We almost had it.
He's dodging. He can actually hop onto the blue as long
Woo!
as he's not
Got
touching
it.
the arrow.
You got it.
Nice.
Now he's got only one life, though. What's he do with it?
Oh yeah. So, as if this level here that Brody's on, I got stuck on for so long because now you have these mines, right? And it doesn't matter which direction you go, the mines will kill you basically, just because of the way they're situated, and you have to take a very certain path through here in order for it to work, and it's not intuitive. Oh yes. So fortunately, it saved his game.
Nice. All right, I think the decision is spending lives doesn't hurt.
Yes, and that makes sense to me. But I don't even think it's possible. Like, I took a long time staring at this level, and one of the routes is just not possible to go through. So I'm not sure if it's the bottom or the top, but
you see the spheres there? On the bottom left-hand arrow, it points to the bottom left there, and that one's like red colored.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you can't bind to that one because it looks like Galen just tried to touch it a couple times and it wouldn't let him.
I just noticed Galen just beat that level. I don't even know how he did it. I wasn't looking at it. Do you know
He
if he
just
went the
ran
top or the
along the
bottom?
He just ran along the bottom.
Okay. It looks like Brody's actually might get through here as long as he gets the right inputs. Okay, here we get walls. Oh my god. Like, every single level gets way harder. So here, like, if you hit a wall going a certain direction, it'll just bounce you back right into the thing and you'll die. It's so difficult. I'm amazed Galen got through that level 3 so fast. But this level 4 is another one I've spent a long time on. What seemed like hours. If you can get through the middle section here with the red arrow that's moving, if you get through there, the end's not hard to get to. But this part is hard with the moving red arrow. You're always kind of unsure where it's going to go.
He gets it. If he can get over the top cleanly.
I think he's going to do it.
Yep. Boy! Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Galen seems to have perfected missing arrows by hugging a wall.
It's a good tactic, for sure.
Yep.
It is a very tight window, I should mention. It's not like it's easy to just spam that button and hug a wall. You really have to hit a very narrow window that he hit. This one's kind of hard, but if you take your time, I think it's not.
Does the coloration of the wall mean anything? Because round 5 is green panels. Looks like.
I don't think it means anything. I think it's just for show, not positive. I mean, like the blue one
Seems
there.
like everything that gets added kills you, so.
Yeah.
You can just assume it's not great for him. Oh no, you can bind to those red ones. Okay.
I think the what color the ball is just trying to show you if there's like a line or an arrow on it. It can go between those two balls. Like the blue arrow here can move in between those two balls. So I would probably not recommend going through the middle because of that, but totally up to him. Here we see Brody meeting the walls. We'll see how quickly he gets through. Oh, I've been waiting for these players to play this game for so long.
I'm just entranced because I'm trying to think of like when I would click, and I can't even conceptualize of like whether
No.
I'd want to go clockwise or counterclockwise or when I'd want to click. So it's actually amazing to me that these guys are keeping such a decent pace.
It really is. Like, Brody's just now at the point where he's got to try to hug those walls to, like, bypass the arrow, and it really is a tight window. I mean,
Yeah, we can see it
just
right
a
there.
fraction of a second.
It seems like the single arrows are easier to just hop onto and rotate around behind them.
Oh, Galen gets through round 5.
Impressive.
Yo, who's this guy?
Japanese Chuck Norris giving you a pep talk. Oh, conveyor belts.
Oh, yeah. He's got to go all the way to the left here. He will, like, go around and hug the, like, the ceiling, yeah.
Seems to be getting it.
This one's not too bad, I don't think. But I don't remember round 7. I feel like it might have been too hard for me and I gave up. I don't feel like I beat it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this is fine. Oh, don't mind me. Can you not follow me? Oh. Whistle, whistle.
The arrow is so close to him.
Nothing bad here.
In a very unsafe spot. Alright, finally got him. Let's see if he gets through it on this pass.
This one, I feel like, could provide Brody an opportunity to catch up because it's kind of a slower level. Like, even if you do everything right, it takes a while.
Depends on how well he fares with these walls here. I haven't seen him go against the red arrow in the middle yet, have you?
No. Which is
Yeah, so he's,
kind of
he's
a weird
still
one.
dealing with the green arrow, and he's still got to get the muscle memory to get through that central passage.
Not a thing.
This is a kind of weird section because those arrows that you can see are moving between the platforms
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
in a very complicated way.
I really need to get on this blue. Like, seriously. I'm guessing you can't.
You just end up getting trapped, it seems like, no matter what. You just have to get off as fast as possible.
Yeah. For me, it was really something where, like, I died so many times that I just eventually, came up with a system where every single time I would spawn, I would just do this, like, steps A, B, C, D to get me to where I wanted to go. But once you figure out what those steps are, it's not too bad. I think he's gonna, as long as he dodges this red, Galen should be able to do this.
Yep.
Okay, that's 6. I think I just need
One more level for him.
kind of, sort of.
Let's see what this one looks like. Oh,
Can he
I
do it?
definitely remember this level. It must have been too hard for me.
Oh, I can't even
This is kind of a weird one because it's like
hit that one too.
the beginning here, there's really nothing to kill you. So, but whenever you die, you have to do it every single time. So it's just like annoying. Brody's still struggling with the walls, which is totally understandable because I struggled for a long time.
I don't know if he's going to catch up. I feel like Galen still has 7 lives to get through this level.
And even so, it auto saves, so lives are not an issue.
All right, he's moving. He's moving with haste.
Yes.
Brody is frustrated with this level now. He's gonna get it. Look at this. Ah, I jinxed him.
This part is super tricky with the three 3 arrows all in one place, and you have to just hop on to 2 of them. By the way, Galen has to get this small star down here because it opens up the final like sphere he needs in order to get to the end. Like right now, it's impossible to get to the end until he gets this small star.
So you just got it.
And that you can see how that opened up so many more points on that side of the screen.
Yep. Now he can navigate around. Seems like there's a brief window where he can just bounce across the top of the red and blue arrow to hop on to the red conveyor belt.
I mean, it's so difficult. You make one wrong input to go to like
And that
clockwise,
happens.
and yeah,
Oh,
it's
stupid. Oh my goodness.
and then you have to do that whole thing over again, which is so frustrating. Brody's finally getting a hang of the dodging the arrow, which is good. Although he's got to get off here. Okay. But this middle section is also very difficult. Once you do that, I think it's pretty easy to get to the end.
Can you just please?
And it's unlocked the second half, and he's going for it again.
Sometimes.
5 lives left. Let's see if he can do it.
A 3-minute timer. I have died because of the timer before. Because at times I would just like chill and be like, okay, how am I actually getting through this level? I have no idea.
I mean, you almost have to. Oh, I think he's got it.
That's not where you want to be.
Wait, I'm an idiot.
Oh, shit. Oh. It was so close.
Go up to the fan. I'm so stupid.
I'm glad we're getting good frames from him. Galen's been having some internet connectivity issues.
Yeah, this looks fine.
I think I would have paid attention. But... Ooh. Pay attention.
I really feel like this is such like an ingenious game to me.
Not get hit
I
by
feel like whoever made this, it must be a genius, you know? I don't know, maybe it's just me.
It's a very interesting mechanic. Like, it's very easy for puzzle games to sort of have a, like, you know, just break the blocks or, you know, a very
Yeah.
familiar format. But
Or
the
like-
fact that it's all rotational
keep going.
is
Mhm.
interesting.
Or like move a box over this pressure plate, you know?
Yeah, or like shoot the bullet and have it ricochet off the right surfaces or something like that, you know.
Get hit by red arrows of death.
But this is very much just a get through the lasers without dying. But it's still fresh and unique because it is all rotational rather than linear.
Mhm. You can kind of see it on Galen's screen. Like if he uses one input, he'll go through this like sort of like in an S pattern, which is what he's doing now. But if he uses the other input, he'll always be on one side.
Yep.
It's just confusing. See, here he goes again. Not quite.
Not sure how that hit me. I thought it was gonna.
He's gonna get really good at unlocking that first part though.
Great game.
I
A
feel
lot of
like
these old style games, I almost feel like it's learning a piece of music. Like you get really good at the first couple bars, but the ending isn't as great until you have time to polish it the whole
Yeah.
way through. That's what these guys are. They get really good at the first little half of the level, and then they just squeeze through the ending of the piece very quickly to get to the next round.
I'm a little bit worried about Brody. Like if I were him, I'd just be like getting to the point where I'm too frustrated to like play well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
The
that
raid
could
was-
happen to Galen here in the last level, but he's got to be feeling the pressure, Brody.
It's not over till the fat lady sings, they say, so like you said, Galen could start to feel the rage here and get stuck up on this one transfer that he has to do and give
Mhm.
Brody all the time he needs to catch up.
Brody has made some pretty amazing comebacks in the past. Even on, I think it was on a puzzle game he made it, so.
The comeback kid.
I want to see game 3. We've got a very special game planned, and I don't want to hold on to it. Maybe we'll have it just a fun race. I don't know. Probably not. I gotta save my secrets.
Got another game over from Brody. That's gonna take some time.
Here we go again with the transfer. Will he do it?
Nope.
Why did I do that?
Nice try.
One wrong
Thank you.
input.
Come again.
Hopefully, clock works.
I feel like round 4 has some element of forgiveness in it, though, because if you can get the 1-up every time, then it makes up for the number of times you have to die testing your way through the beginning of it.
Very true. He's getting that first part. Seems like it's pretty down, honestly. This arrow, red arrow, is just kind of confusing which direction it's going to go when it moves to a different sphere. It goes in the S pattern, so it can kind of throw you off. He's definitely getting that first part down.
Yep.
I just panic. It's because it takes too long.
Woo!
This 3
He's going tight.
pain.
Oh my gosh! You got it!
Oh, he
What's up,
dodged
man?
it.
You got it. You got it. Keep going.
Oh man, we might have a match. Can Galen do it? He's on his big moment.
Why?
No, he
Why
can't.
did I just keep going around? Why? Again,
He just has to make like no stupid things here, and he's good.
Brody makes it to the next round. Excellent. The catch-up can begin.
I forget what round 5 was. More walls, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It might be conveyor belts, actually. I don't know.
That's gonna. No, that one's number 6,
nice.
which is a pretty easy one. Like if he gets through here kind of fast, like he's definitely in this game.
It's a reminder that sometimes it's not all about how fast you play.
He's making some solid moves.
How many points?
He's going through without a care in the world.
He's definitely getting a lot more comfortable with the movement system.
I didn't press the button at the precise.
Hey, makes it. Round 6.
Round 6, an easy one. Oh man, this is now all down to Galen. Can he? He's had so much time on practicing the end here.
This is a great speedrunning game because you
Or
have
will
this
Birdie
range
just clutch it
versus,
out?
Transfers.
I kind
He's
of.
got to be feeling the satisfaction, though. You mentioned the rage. Like right now,
It really separates.
skipping 2 levels up that quick. Very nice. He's got to be feeling very satisfied.
That death though. He just walked right into it.
That's the dopamine. It distracted him momentarily.
That time. Yeah, this is looking great.
Yes, I made it through the whoops.
He's back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this,
he's
this
ripping
level
right
6
through it.
is definitely one of the easier ones. Although the arrows just don't go where you would think that they go. So that's a little confusing,
I pressed it
but
too many times. I had it.
oh,
He's got it though.
You just can't do that.
yeah, I think he does.
I don't know why.
7-7. It's neck
Oh
and neck.
man,
To
Yo.
anybody's game.
I'm totally ready for the comeback hype right now.
I think Brody has missed. Yep, he's at it back now.
I guess Brody's struggling.
He initially missed that first unlock that you have to grab.
Good catch by him. Noticing there's like physically no way to get to the end without it. Brody, I should mention, has so much more experience in this tournament than Galen. Galen's won 3 matches in a row getting him here, but Brody lost the first and then has won, I think, 6 matches to get here in a row. Maybe 5. So he's had a lot more play experience,
Okay.
including
That does not
a
ever
puzzle game. I don't know if Galen's played a puzzle game.
pay attention.
I want to say he hasn't.
And it does come back again. Okay. Does work.
I don't know if Brody's going to go for it, though.
Stops.
He seems to be
He hasn't really
Attempt
figured
world.
out this yet. He's got to realize that there's no way to get to the end without getting that
This is the road.
part on the bottom left.
That could be the thing that does him in.
To earn.
Watch him like get through this middle part and then not have to go back. And Galen has yet to get through here.
Well, strategically, it could be interesting if he gets really good at that middle section there with the 2 blue arrows,
Mm-hmm.
and then finally all of a sudden realizes, oh, I just need to get that little thing at the beginning, and finds his way around the single red arrow. It could be a really fast break as soon as he figures it out.
Transfer up.
It's so confusing the way these blue arrows are moving. Like the bottom one, it's going from 12 o'clock to 9 o'clock, but never in between 9 and 12. And I just don't know why that is. Like, is there any reason why it would be like that?
We got
I think the spear looks a little bit different on the bottom of that middle column.
It does look a little different. I didn't notice that.
Could be just like a stopper. Like if the blue ones let you rotate around, the little darker ones just make it stop.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, man, I'm so worried about Brody. I want him to win right now, honestly, and he's not doing what he should be. Come on, man. Look ahead of you. Look 2 steps ahead
boy.
of you. Oh man.
Oh boy.
unreal.
Ah, yeah, okay. Whew.
Okay. Now just
You're like, don't head back to the arrows.
I don't think there's
he wins.
any real way Galen loses here.
Because I'm taking
He
slightly
feels the
longer.
pressure though. I can see it. He doesn't want to whiff this.
I know.
I can see it in the way he's playing. He's being very cautious. He says, I do not want to die from this arrow.
Made a joke about that. Not even taking a chance. Nope,
Oh,
nope.
and there we have it.
Yeah, go away.
Well, congratulations again. Galen is our 2017 GSAC Mystery Tournament champion. You've seen it here, people. Congratulations to him. He wins tons of money,
Oh
and
my gosh, did I
wow, I just can't go into what he wins,
Oh,
but
no, I'm not doing
it's
this
big.
one.
Andrew, thank you so much for
That
casting.
wasn't it, then
You
No
are the
problem.
man.
that's too bad.
Yeah, so I don't know when we're gonna do the next tournament, but we're gonna take some time off for sure. So hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this season. Once again, congratulations, Galen, and thank you to all of our players and casters we've had along the way. It's been an amazing ride for me. So thank you. We'll see you guys in the next tournament. Have a good one.